Human trafficking is the second largest and fastest growing criminal industry in the world today. 80 to 90% of human trafficking is sex trafficking. 80% of the victims are female and 50% are children. 2 million children are forced into the sex industry every year. It's estimated that between 100,000 and 300,000 minors a year are being forced into sex trafficking in the USA. In the USA, the average age of entry into prostitution is 13 years old.
Elizabeth met her trafficker online. She thought he was another teenager. At least that's what his Facebook profile indicated. They would instant message for hours, and eventually she gave him her cell phone so he could text her. After a while, he began calling her. He assessed her vulnerabilities and told her everything she wanted to hear. Elizabeth fell in love, not knowing what she'd do for him one day.
The top recruiting areas for domestic minor sex trafficking are the internet, malls, movie theaters, schools, parks, and bus stops.
When you're in love, you'll do anything for that person, even if there is a part of you that knows what you're doing is wrong. Elizabeth's trafficker spent 2 years grooming her. By the time she was 16, she ran away to be with him. She would do anything for him. She thought she was in love. He used coercion, drugs, and psychological manipulation to control her. If there is not an effective intervention in Elizabeth's life, the odds are that she will grow up to become a sex worker. It is likely that she will cycle in and out of the sex industry. Elizabeth is a victim of a severe form of human trafficking. She's not a criminal. She deserves the right to receive comprehensive and integrated recovery services, as well as justice.
66 to 90% of adult sex workers were sexually abused and or exploited as children. What would Jesus do? Vindicate the weak and fatherless, do justice to the afflicted and destitute, rescue the weak and needy, deliver them out of the hand of the wicked. Psalm 82, 3 and 4. There is a national crisis and a South Florida ministry that is reaching, rescuing, and restoring victims locally and across the nation. Conceived in the heart of a survivor of human trafficking, birthed in the sanctuary of Sanibel Community Church during a noon prayer vigil, and established as a 501c3 in 2005, Beauty From Ashes Ministries was founded by Julie Schmatz. Julie is a woman that the church gave the position of bookkeeper in 2003 and embraced as she walked out her healing journey and became an overcomer. He will give beauty instead of ashes. Isaiah 61, 1 through 3. Beauty From Ashes is Florida's first and only human trafficking survivor-led community service agency. Working within the community with local and national law enforcement, Beauty From Ashes provides awareness and prevention, intervention, restoration, and advocacy for victims of modern-day slavery. Their mission is to prevent, rescue, and restore victims of commercialized sexual exploitation and sex trafficking. Teaching victims how to maintain a victorious and abundant life through a personal relationship with Jesus Christ is their objective. Since 2005, they have served over 1,000 clients. Previously operating out of Barry University in Fort Myers, Florida, in 2011, they relocated to the United Way House in North Fort Myers, where from one location, in partnership with the United Way, the Salvation Army, and Lee Physicians Healthcare Systems, they're able to provide comprehensive and integrated mental health, medical, social, and spiritual services to victims of commercialized sexual exploitation. Beauty From Ashes collaborates with and provides consulting to governmental and non-governmental agencies nationwide in order to facilitate a seamless continuum of services to victims and survivors. Will you partner with them and help make the difference in the life of a child or an adult that needs freedom? Become a slavery abolitionist today and support Beauty From Ashes Ministries, where victims become overcomers.